that just got us under a spell. The selling broke down treasures that don't work so well. But all scalped in noodle pens, they'll buy 'em anyway, trying not to spend all their atoms every day.
Greetings and salutations, Wastelanders and Wanderers. For the second time, but only the first time for you, I would like to share that my name is not Noodle Pants.
Noodle Pants.
Who the Fosnocht am I? Well, my name is Oscar. And if you don't know what we're talking about this video that Noodle dropped a couple of days ago about how Bethesda has created a whole new AFK problem that, well, it made this Fosnocht interesting. But we're going to talk about that in a second. We have so much stuff to talk about with you today. And in fact, we were so excited that we started the stream on the wrong channel. So let us know in the chat if you can actually, oh, I see all the thumbs up. Okay, sweet, good. We're here, we're here. What's funny about this is I was in the middle of talking about how it's been almost 40 hours since I've eaten anything because I decided that I would do a 4-day fast this week for reasons that are actually published in the off-topic channel in Discord, so I'm not going to get into them now. But I've done 36-hour fasts before. I'm going to do a 96-hour fast. So I'm in uncharted territory, and I was just saying, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. Like, I might be like super loopy, I might be a space cadet, I might be really focused, and then Noodle was like, are we even streaming? And I was like, or I might just not start the stream, because who needs that? But Noodle, my darling.
Yes.
What's the most exciting thing that happened this morning? Besides that, what's the other most exciting thing that happened?
Season 20 has been announced. We have a date, we have a trailer, and we even have all the rewards.
So, without further ado, we will show you the new trailer for Season 20, and then we're going to go through everything else live with you here.
We have not seen this yet, so we're super excited.
Is he puking? He is.
He's puking!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. He's no longer a smooth skin.
Oh, look,
Goo splatter.
It's the wall decor that we really like. That's very suggestive.
Yes, the Jackson Pollock. Yes.
The Jackson Pollock, yes.
Nice.
Everything is so glowy and green.
It's very green. Ooh, a fusion generator shaped like a nuke. That's nice.
New weapons, weapon paints, and was that it? Man, these trailers are getting shorter and shorter. Hopefully there's going to be more to the season than just some paint and some splatter on the wall. It did look very pretty, though.
It did look pretty. It looked pretty, yeah. That was like a 20-second video. It was really more of a teaser than a trailer, but we've got some news. The most important thing is that it starts on March 18th. That is 2 weeks from today, so you have 2 weeks to spend whatever tickets you still have. I mean, at this point, I've lost count. I think we're in like week 14 or something retarded, so, oh wait, I'm
and
not
make sure
we're in week 14
to spend
or something
those
ridiculous.
Tickets. Yes, they will not transfer. You do need to spend them. So spend them on anything.
That is correct. Spend them on anything except the atoms on bonus page 2. Do not spend them on that if you want to know why. We talk about that in all of our other videos. But other things that we've got going on, let me actually jump to a bigger picture of the calendar here. So this week, this is this week, right? Yeah, March 4th. So starting on March 6th, script surplus, double mutations, caps aplenty for those of you who aren't at max caps like some of us.
Yes, anyone who's been running raids is max caps.
Double
score exciting.
Starting on March 20th. Yeah, so by then it'll have dropped and you'll be able to work your way up the scoreboard to get all of the sweet rewards that we'll be showing you in just a moment. Yay! And then a Ghoul photo mode contest coming up at the end of the month. Sweet! You like that little vibrato in my voice there? Oh, holy cow! Tri-glide strikes! Good morning, brother. It's funny, my Tri-glide alert is Noodle's scream. Tri-glide must have done something. And in April, we've got the Mothman Equinox, another fun event to AFK.
I love the Mothman Equinox.
Oh, interesting. You know what's not on here?
What about the big bloom?
Yeah, so Nuka Nights.
It is,
Big
it is.
Bloom was going to drop next week.
It's in
No,
May.
it's on April 29th. April 29th to May 13th. Yeah, so it is not next week. Okay, well, that's good. That gives us 2 more weeks of really boring blah, blah, blah.
The blah, blah, blah.
But the blah, blah, blah. So we got
And the blah,
Mothman
blah.
Equinox, double XP, that's great for raid farming. We got a new event, the Appalachian Outlaws Challenge, coming up at the end of April. And then
Very
Big
cool.
Bloom, April 29th, a bunch of other normal things. Invaders from Beyond on May 20th. That one's also tons of fun and a lot harder to AFK.
Yes, yes,
you know what,
definitely.
You know what I don't see, though, is Meat Week.
I also do not see Meat Week. Does anyone see Meat Week on this calendar?
Yeah. No, it's
Well,
not
I
on there.
guess
It's not on there. I think they replaced it with Big Bloom.
With Big Bloom, I think you're right. You know, I think this calendar actually makes a lot of sense. I saw some YouTubers who are prone to clickbait already complain about how it's been pushed back and how sad it is and tragedy, how we all got screwed over. But I think this calendar makes perfect sense because if they dumped everything on us at the same time, it would be a little bit.
Hold on. Woohoo! Carson drops another 20 GA memberships. Thank you, Karsten.
Amazing. Thank you, guys. So many new members already. So, as I was saying, I think this calendar makes a lot of sense because if Big Bloom were to start at the same time as Ghouls, as Season 20, and all the other things that are being introduced, then it would just be overwhelming. And it's a new event. It's a challenging event. Big Bloom is actually a difficult event to run from what we've seen on the PTS. So
Well, let's qualify that. It's a difficult event to run solo or in pairs, but if you get if you get everybody on the server there, it's not difficult at all.
That's true. That's true. But it is new and challenging, and people need to get their footing and stuff. I have no complaints about this calendar. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a fun few months that are coming up. Alrighty, we have another announcement to make. This stream that we're running, we are running not monetized. If anyone is seeing ads, those ads are not ours. If YouTube decides to run ads for you, we can't control that. But we switched this stream to not be monetized because of all of you guys and your amazing donations last week. We had a super chat counter going, and we also personally count the membership donations towards the cause, the great cause of running ad-free content for you. So we are already getting a new super chat.
Hold on. Not that I wish to so what Noodle was about to say is that each week that we have a stream, if we reach our goal for the week, then the following stream will not be monetized. So that's why this stream isn't monetized, because we hit that goal last week. And she was about to say that if we hit our goal this week, then next week's stream will not be monetized. But the reason that I have so rudely interrupted her is because we already hit that goal.
We did?
Yes.
Seriously?
We already hit that goal.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
So,
That's
oh
not
my
to
god,
say that you guys-
Triglide throws in a tip.
That's not to say that people should stop. All of these
No. Far be it
contributions-
from us.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, we're nowhere
Those
near
of
our
you-
goal.
Our goal is to all of what you guys give to us, we put back into the stream. Our goal, our personal goal, is that
The
this is what
channel.
we can do that we can create content for you, and that is our sole job. And we are not there yet, but the channel has been growing so fast over the last year, and all of the contributions that all of you make to memberships and super chats and other donations and buying merch and Patreon members, all of that contributes. And I say we're about 50% of the way there. So thank you all, and just know that every single thing that you give, we will give back to you. That's why you see so many people donating memberships, is so that we can make some money, but also the community can benefit.
Absolutely.
And another
Alrighty,
20
shall-
memberships from Triglide.
Oh my god! More members. Tomorrow is going to be an
Okay.
epic members-only live stream.
Yeah, it is. Well, let's go through the rewards and then
Rewards.
rewards. All right, so let's go through the rewards and then we'll get into the atomic shop because this is all super duper exciting.
Thank you.
So, Drake and Red, thank you very
Drake and
much.
Red. Rewards.
All right. Can I make this any bigger? I can. Okay, so here are the 14 pages of rewards, and we will be coming out with a video and a new rewards analysis and such after this. In fact, I'm recording this so we can catch some of our live excitement about it. So we got the glowing ghoul mask. Those of you who've seen Triglide lately know that he loves the regular ghoul mask, and the glowing ghoul mask is going to be fantastic. We got some ghoul
Yeah.
signs, we got some lunch boxes. Ooh, an abominable prefix.
That's actually cool.
Despite the that's ghoul.
That's
Despite
cool.
Despite the fact that usually the season rewards have an element of lameness about them, I think that everything this time around, lame though it might be, is still going to be an exciting flavor of lame because it's going to have something to do with ghouls.
Now that's a thumbnail waiting to happen. A new exciting flavor
Exciting
of lame.
flavor of lame. All right, so we got
The
stack
goo
of
tub.
chems.
That's what I'm looking for.
We have questions about the goo tub. Like, is it always glowing? Does it provide anything? Or is it just a hot tub with a light in it?
Most
want to know.
A lot of people are speculating that it's a resting place, just like we rest in our tub or we rest at the communal
Yep.
fire pit. They suspect it might be just that, but aesthetically
Yep.
pleasing to ghouls.
Slime cake. That looks delicious. Oh my gosh, mutated guts loot bag. I use the mutated guts
Oh yeah.
loot bag. Well, I use the guts loot bag right now. Now I can have it be green and disgusting. That's fantastic.
Oh, that's cool. That looks like something that came out of our dog.
Was that on the member stream or was that on the? That was on the member
That
stream.
was on the
wasn't it?
member stream. That's exactly what
Oh,
our
man.
dog gave us.
Last week I was on the member stream and I'm like doing my stuff and the dog comes over and he like gives me he's not very communicative, so he gives me his one word, which can either mean I want you to scratch me, I want you to feed me, I want to go outside, I have some other idea in my head. After which, when I ignored him, he proceeded to produce an enormous quantity of vomit at my feet. And then
But
went back.
quietly.
And it looked exactly like that. Oh yeah, he didn't make a sound. Like it's not like a cat where it's like, you know, dubstep or, you know.
Dubstep.
No, he just like looks at you and then he like leans down and he's like, I made this for you. And then he leaves.
And then he walks away.
Yeah. Sometimes he'll come into the room, he'll lay down, he'll fart, and then he'll get up and leave. He's an old dog.
Yes.
Radioactable. Interesting. The toxic gooler cooler. That's going to make toxic goo. I know
The
it.
Gula Cooler. Love it. I love all the glowing stuff.
chemical-
All of these glowing things are going to be additional light sources, you guys.
The chemical barrel drums you might know from a Blue Man Group concert or from Meat Week. depending
From
on
Meat Week.
whether you live. Actually, yeah, the chemical barrel drums. They're one of the drums that you can play at Grom's Camp.
Yep.
Now, we just saw the nuke fusion generator in the trailer video, the teaser, and that looks awesome.
And big.
I like that it's big. We have the unexploded ordnance or the unexploded bomb, which is quite tiny, and I usually
It's
just use that to
puny.
eliminate like trees and rocks. It's puny. It's embarrassingly small.
It's
like no
so embarrassing.
plane in its right mind would drop that on anybody. But this,
It's like,
this
yeah,
looks
it's like
legit.
a micro bomb.
Maybe if you stroke
That's what
it,
she
you could-
said.
Sure.
The kebab. All right. So
The
anybody
kebab,
who's been to a
wait.
doner kebab or street meat
yeah.
knows that this is actually quite accurate. We don't know. They claim that it's lamb.
It's mystery
in
meat.
the game, it's actually going to be possum, but yeah, it's mystery meat. It's like
It actually has like the possum
parts.
head mounted on top of it. It's so disturbing. in the video that we just saw, the little teaser trailer, it looked like it was glowing.
That's just from the heat source that's behind it.
Maybe. I'll have to watch the teaser trailer again.
There was a news article that went by a few days ago. Shoot, I didn't even think it would be relevant, so I ignored it. But it was something like somebody did a scientific analysis of the distance from something. I don't remember if it was a sport. It might have been a sporting event. So the further away you get from an active sporting event, the worse quality meat you get from vendors. Or it might have been the other way around.
That's funny. That's really funny.
Like what a crazy piece of science.
Yeah, and
so what else we got? We've got a lot
invested in it.
We've got. They probably got a grant from the federal government.
Oh.
Ooh, political jab. Okay, so we've got a lot. We've seen paints go by for various armor sets.
Yes,
so
all
there are
glowing
pretty much every
green.
armor set is going to have these like glowing skeletons painted on them, which I think look pretty cool.
I do as well. I think it's very cool.
So we got it for the civil engineer armor, and we'll see it. We'll see more of it as it goes through. Oh, the Merc Charmer blouse outfit. Noodle, can you wear that?
Ooh, you got it.
Merc Charmer? Is that just a nice way of
Merc Charmer?
Yeah. How much? Okay. Lots of ghoul statues, lots of player icons. Fan the hammer. Okay. I like that we're bringing in the ghoul from the show.
Yes. We will definitely tear this apart and science the shit out of it for you guys to figure out if we're being screwed again or not. Oh, those the dead people.
Something else. Yeah, Noodle, go for it. Talk about what
I am super excited about these skeletons. They come in different poses. They also come, some of them have partial outfits on them. They look super immersive. And they're partial skeletons too, like a bunch of the skeleton already disintegrated or it's half buried. They're amazing for any kind of a dungeon build. A lot of you guys build dungeons. Actually, pretty much every single adorable camp that I've been to also has a torture chamber in a dungeon. You guys are a dark bunch. And myself as well. We love our dark and spooky stuff, and this is gonna make a huge difference.
Anime Shinigami says that the Charmer outfit is from both Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I love those of you who are super lore nerds as well. I've played Fallout 3 and New Vegas. I was more focused on killing things, and I would not have remembered that. So thank you, Anime Shinigami, for keeping us honest. We get a bathroom urinal, which is great, I think. Oh, the goo splatter! Nice.
You can put the goo splatter over the urinal.
Or around it, which is all men know is more accurate. Yeah. No, like
you know what we should do? You know what you should do? Oh, dude. In your camp, you should set up 5 urinals and see which ones the dudes will take when they come to visit. Because I know there's a whole science to spreading out. So what I'm about to say, every man who's watching knows. But for you ladies who may not know, there is an actual unspoken etiquette related to using urinals. So if you go into a bathroom and there are 5 urinals along the wall and there's somebody at urinal number 5, the furthest away, which one do you go to? Well, you go to urinal number 1. So now if you go in and there's somebody at urinal number 1 and urinal number 5, which one do you go to? You go to urinal number 3. So it's like man, nothing, man. And now if you go into the bathroom and there's somebody at 1, 3, and 5, what do you do? It depends on where you are. If you're at a nightclub and like you really gotta go, then you just go and that's it. But if you're like at a restaurant and you can wait, then you probably go into a stall or you wait. Because honestly, like no dude really likes having another dude standing next to him at a urinal. Oh my God, all the bros in the chat are going crazy over this. They're like, yes, the rules of the urinal is a real thing.
Yeah, it's legit. The other one that always baffles me is you walk up to a urinal and they're designed so that like they stick out a little bit, so they catch like drips and stuff like that. But 100% without fail, there is a puddle of urine under the urinal. Like, I don't understand. Like, do you just like walk up and like pee on the wall? Like how, or maybe it's when they shake it. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those
everyone
mysteries.
is posting three out of 5 urinals. Only 3 can be occupied. You guys all know this.
Now, if you want to mess with the dude, if you walk in and like 1, 2, 3, 4 are empty and 5 is occupied, go stand at urinal number 4 and watch him freak the F out. He will get very uncomfortable. He will like zip his junk and leave, or he won't, which is a whole different problem. Or opportunity, depending on how you feel about it. Anyway, so we got the goose bladder. We got the toilet paper holder. We've got
the toilet paper holder also has people very upset because the toilet paper roll is backwards.
Yes, and we've discussed this. If you have either pets or toddlers, you know that this is how you put your toilet paper roll.
Bit Shepherd says there are only 3 urinals. That's it. Period. The end.
That's right. The other 2 are for decoration.
That's right. The dude in the barrel. Amaze.
Yeah, the guy from Lake Mead.
Yeah, the guy from Lake Mead. They found a guy like that when the water level dropped.
Do you suppose that this jetpack is for... I think this is power armor. It's got the big tubes coming out the side.
Yeah, it looks like our traditional power armor jetpack, but with awesome green glowing tubes. Oh, you know what? I bet the jets that it gives out are also green.
I bet they are. I think in the universe of jetpacks, there was that one jetpack that went by that was shaped like a menorah. It was like the Hanukkah.
Yes, I remember that one. Yes.
That one was interesting. I have a jetpack on my power armor, and I would 100% put this on instead. It looks more appropriate for the universe in which we live. Like, we're in a freaking apocalyptic wasteland. Let's stop making, Palisades. Well, I can't say Palisades Park because that's now a smoking ash heap. But let's stop making Beverly Hills 90210 mansions, and let's recognize that we're in a wasteland and we need stuff like nuclear-powered things and mutated whatevers.
That's right. That's right. But it doesn't mean that you can't put flowers everywhere, because even in the wasteland, there's space for pretty.
They're irradiated, so that's fine.
Yes.
Nuclear pyrotechnic kit. That's going to be the fireworks like I have at my junkyard camp, except It looks like a little nuclear cooling tower and probably is colored appropriately. Oh, and you have a cooling tower next to it. That's not confusing.
That's the big cooling tower. That's going to be a total camp space hog.
They said it's mini. How big can it be? It's mini.
Oh, it says it's mini? Oh,
it says it's a mini cooling tower.
Then it's for our miniature structures. Okay, not a space hog. I'll take it.
I'm trying to find a way to turn this into a joke. Like, if you say it's big, but somebody else says it's mini, who's correct? I'm not really sure. We'll just have to see. Maybe the strategy here is like you roll in with a big thing and you're like, nah, it's small. I swear to God. You're just, trust me. We got lots of name tags, lots of paints, but a few cool ghouly cappy. I don't know why I said caps. This is the space part. A few ghouly, what was it? The different flavor of lame things?
Different flavor of lame. Oh, but the furniture, the glowing green ultraside furniture.
You just said different flamer of lave.
Different flavor of lave. It's the hunger talking.
That's what you said, flamer of lave. So Noodle is sympathetically not eating breakfast. I don't know why. I offered to make her breakfast, and she told me to go.
I like to suffer along with him.
Hannibal.
Ultrasight throne.
All right, ultrasight wall
Come
lights.
on, that is cool.
I'm not allowed to say cool anymore. I think we should always say ghoul like nerds.
Ghoul. That is cool. It's so cool.
That's so cool. I like the mini nuke stein. I think that's like I would totally. In fact, Triglyde, I think you have one of those, don't you? I gotta scroll back here and make sure that we're not missing.
Yeah, ultrasight furniture in a camp in a cave camp. Absolutely, yes. It's going to be amazing.
All right, we are now on. What is supposed
is that
to
the
be
first? Wait. Is this the first sighting of a score booster? Somebody asked.
Negative. So what are we on? Let's just jump back here to the beginning. And let's look for score boosters. So you got the standard 5% score boost. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Nope, there you go. On page 3, you've got 3 score boosters for 10 tickets. And I think the page that was weird. Yeah. So yeah, that's page 3. And is the second sighting. Wait, maybe it's the third. No, it's the second. It's the second sighting of score boosters. You get 6 score boosters, and we'll have all of this in our spreadsheet later. I think I just
Absolutely,
lost my audio.
absolutely. There are some
Oh, no, there
things
you
that
are.
are
You
already
just weren't
jumping
talking.
out at me here. But we'll save that for the science video.
I like the metal barrel drums better than the plastic drums because these have irradiated goo in them versus the other ones just have paint.
Yeah, these are cooler. I like that we get both of them. And we get the Cinnabon plushie.
Princess Leia. Yeah, it's just like Princess Leia on meth. So in the later years of Princess Leia's life, after the rebellion had been crushed, she was forced to go stand out on the corner, and
In a highly irradiated area.
Yep. Okay, now this power armor paint. Wow, 200 tickets. That's egregious, but it looks very unique compared to the other paints that we have in the game.
I agree, and I like that it's very stealthy. It's like you said, it's the wasteland. Like we got a lot of cute things, we got a lot of Pioneer Scout stuff and all the pink things that I personally like, but you know, it shouldn't really overwhelm the game. It's still the wasteland. It should still be grungy and survivalist, and I think we're getting more of that with this season.
This, depending on how you purchase your atoms, and we'll have all of this later in our analysis of the season video, but depending on how you do your atoms, this either has a value of 800 or 1200 atoms, which honestly for power armor paint that's that unique is not crazy. I would totally pay 800 atoms for that. I would probably also pay 1200 atoms for that. So that I think is actually a good deal. Ooh, skeleton parts.
Yeah, those are the ones that I was talking about previously. They're the partial skeletons. You can make all sorts of crime scenes and dungeon scenes. Just amazing. Ah, look at that.
Holy crap! Look in the top right.
That's what I was about to squeal at. We get another toilet paper roll. That's correct. We did not get this previously in the data mine. We had no idea. And they're hiding it so stealthily on the last page in the top right corner. I think it's actually free. Is it free or is it like
no,
some number
80.
of atoms?
It's 80.
It's
Noodle
80.
Can't see the full-size screen. Yeah.
It's very small. Yeah, that's awesome. So for those of us
it's just very far away.
It's just very far away. For those of us who are completely OCD over toilet paper rolls, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And we get a new projector.
Who likes projectors? Tell me
I
about
love
your
projectors.
love for projectors and why you like this one.
There are only 2 other projectors in the game so far. Bethesda, free? No way. I got carried away, I'm sorry. There are only 2 other projectors. One, the very first one, was from the Blue Devil film. I think it was called Devil Moon. Yeah, Devil Moon. And it was very cool. It had a picture of the loading screen of the movie with the Blue Devil in it. And then the second one was super lame. It was just this spinning spiral, which had a story behind it, but it was very poorly executed and it was pixelated and often glitched a lot. So a lot of people were very upset with it. But this one looks really cool. The only thing that's different between the projectors is the stand on which the actual projector is resting. And we had a regular like TV tray and then a log for the second one. And this one, there's a skeleton holding the projector. I know he's not a real skeleton holding it, but thank you. It's an installation of a skeleton holding a projector. Like, I think it's really cool. I mean, cool.
It's super cool. It's very
picture,
cool.
Yeah, the picture looks like it's in color too.
I will hold off on my excitement for the picture being in color because we know Bethesda is wont for like faking things, but perhaps it is in color, at which point it will be very exciting. I think that the skeleton is way cooler than than just having a table with a projector on it or something like that.
Way cooler.
Oh, there's a male Merc Charmer. He doesn't look nearly as proposition-y as the female did.
Proposition-y, what a great term.
Do you think that dudes can wear the female one and it'll work?
Absolutely. Absolutely. We'll have to try it on you.
Okay. I'm always down.
Like we did with the sexy Nuka girl outfit.
Yeah. Took away my bulge. We
That's
saw
right.
the petrified corpses and we thought that they were just decorative, but it looks like they're actually shooting targets, which is super cool. You can shoot them and then recreate them and then shoot them and recreate them. Yeah.
And
So
the Boneyard Planter Kit is something that I'm looking forward to. Some people were not excited about them in the data mine, while other people went totally crazy for them. The non-believers suspect that they will be all glitchy because of some visions that they had regarding these planter kits. While those of us who love greenhouse builds and immersive builds and builds with plants in general, we are super stoked about it. Needless to say, I will be buying this entire season on day one, the second it comes out, and I will be reviewing as many of these items as you guys care to see.
Moving on now to bonus page 2, which looks almost identical to everything else, except that now, I don't know, I'd have to compare this. I don't remember if we had mystery bobbleheads in the current one or not. I can actually go and look really quick.
New people showing up. We did not do the Atomic Shop yet because there were so many news. We have a date for season 20. We watched the trailer for season 20, and we're going over the rewards for the first time ever live on the show. All the rewards for season 20. It is official. So as soon as we're done with this, we'll do Atomic Shop, and then we'll bust some myths about AFK and Fastnacht.
Just very quickly to compare. That looks like my upstairs OBS might have crashed, so. Well, we'll get back to that. I was going to show you the bonus page 2. There was a mystery bobblehead box. There were 5, 8, 9, 10 items, and here we have 5, 9, 10 items as well. They're just laid out slightly differently, and they're trying to make the bobblehead box look a little bit more prominent. But the prices across the board are the same, so there's really not anything exciting here. Well, that's it for the season, which is going to be out in 2 weeks. Noodle, the mole rats are long since finished. Would you like to go over the Atomic Shop?
Absolutely, I am ready. Here we go. First
also,
up.
for those of you who wish to join, I am sitting in a private world, and I have the button, so I'm going to stay in the private world. And so if we end up there, although I don't know, but if you want to join my private world, feel free.
I do keep an eye on the live chat, though. Actually, never mind. I can keep my own eye on the live chat because I have multiple windows. No. That's so cool. Technology. I'm finally catching up to it. Alrighty. Skeleton Enthusiast Bundle. A lot of people were looking forward to this. I am 100% getting this. This is super freaking cool. Don't really care much about power armor paint because, you know, I have my pink sprinkles, but there are a lot of, I own this, love it. There are a lot of really cool, creepy, bony, dead-looking things here. And I did promise some people a creepy, bony, dead person camp build in the near future, so I will definitely be getting this. This looks like stuff that I actually had around our property when we lived out on the farm. I love creepy, bony, dark, dead things. Next up,
Creepy Bony.
Creepy Bony. I love Creepy Bony.
I love Creepy Bony.
Next up, we have the Doctor's Assistant Bundle. Here we have a very creepy mask. If you ever see any medical person wearing that, run. Run, run, run. But what do we get here? We get ally. We get a new ally. Well, I don't think he's new, but with this bundle, you get the Solomon Hardy ally.
I don't like that dude.
He's really cool. He's a little bit intimidating, but he looks very serious and professional. This is the mask. It's so toothy. Look at it. It's like a Disney mask. It's a little bit disturbing. You get some beds and you get scrubs, which is also quite creepy. And you get hospital beds as well as gurneys. So that's pretty cool for those of you who have hospitals set up. Nothing to complain about here except for that creepy mask. It's a little too creepy for my taste. But check this out. All hail the sheep bundle. Sheep squinch. All sheep squinch themed things. I own this power armor paint. This was my first power armor paint that I got. I was so excited to put it on my power armor. It looks really good. I have no complaints about it. Of course, they gave us like 300 photos of it with the dude in the same pose. That's, I guess there wasn't much to show here. But we also get the sheep squinch rug. We get some kind of, is this a weapons paint? What is she holding? That looks amazing. Oh, that's the Sultron head. That's the Sultron head.
Yeah.
Dressed up as a sheep
But it's done up like the
squinch.
imposter.
Yeah, it's amazing. And of course the Bad Billy outfit, which is wonderful. I also own it. I think this is just amazing and delightful. If you're into the sheep squinch, this is fun. Next up, the clean bathroom bundle. Many of us who are builders take our bathrooms very seriously. I was not able to rest properly until I got my fully functional shower last week. Now my life is complete. Many of us are like that. We really like our bathrooms in our camps. Moonlight Cowboy makes incredible, amazing bathrooms. Every build that he makes has a unique and different and super realistic bathroom in it. It's like my favorite touch on his builds every single time. So some very cool things here for your camp. We have different floors, the clean toilet, tile floors and foundations, lots of floors actually, the clean sink, and the clean toilet is what makes this bathroom really clean. Very cool. Next up, we have the UFO Hunter bundle. We do have the Aliens event coming soon in the months to come, we saw in the calendar. So if you are an Alien fan, you may wish to invest in this Alien bundle. Way, way cool. Lots of Alien fans in the game. UFO Hunter bundle. Hold on. UFO Hunter collector bundle. Collectron bundle. There you go. Collectron bundle includes the Raider Collectron, the Communist Collectron, Scavenger, and Fastnacht. The Fastnacht Collectron, I believe, by itself was 700 atoms. So to get all 4 of them for 1050 is a really good deal. If you already own some of these, of course, it will be crossed off your list and you will get a minor discount. You will not be fully compensated, of course, but you will get a discount. Collectrons are very useful. Remember that it doesn't matter what they actually look like. You don't have to look at them at all. You can pick just the one that you like. And as long as you own all of these collectrons, you can set any one of them to collect anything from the others. Not everything, but anything. You get to choose one thing. So me, I set out my Fetch Collectron, and I have him collect. Right now, he was collecting Fastnacht for me, but I just switched him back to Nuka-Cola. So especially for new players, relatively new players who maybe don't have that many collectrons, I think this is an excellent bundle. It's not every collectron that exists in the game, but it's a really good starter kit. This will take care of a lot of your needs. The Finger Licking Good bundle. We've seen this before, and here it comes again. Interestingly, though, we didn't see Meat Week on the calendar, yet the Meat Week themed bundle is still here. So I don't know, maybe Oscap, is it possible we just didn't see it? Meat Week?
I'll go back and check, but I'm like 99% sure Caps of Plenty.
Yeah, I also squinted at it.
Here, let's just put it up on the screen and we'll see. We can all look at it together.
Yeah, then we can all be guilty of thinking that it's not happening.
Appalachian Outlaws, Big Bloom. Oh my God, let's make it even larger. Double Score, Invaders from Beyond, Caps of Plenty. No, we got no Meat Week unless they just ran out of space for it. They might throw it in there because they're Bethesda. But we got Mothman Equinox. If they were gonna do it, it would make the most sense to. But they're dropping the ghouls on the first week. I don't know, man. It's definitely not here.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they replaced it with Big Bloom. But we still get all the cool Meat Week stuff in this bundle. This one is my favorite item. I'm thinking of getting this. I have a lot of items from this bundle already, but I do not own the bloody refrigerator. And especially with like dead things coming, you can merge dead people into your fridge and it's all bloody. How freaking cool is that going to be? How ghoul is that going to be? Super ghoul. Little Devil bundle.
JD, drop your armor and I'll press the button. Fennis, I don't know where you are, but you're going to get like pulled in. Oh, I see you. Okay.
For my collection of taxidermy animals, I will also get this because look how dramatic he is. That's amazing. You get plushies, you get some flair, but just this installation is totally worth 560 atoms for me, for the taxidermy collector. I think it's incredible. They do a really good job on these. Like the render on the taxidermy displays is just incredible. Casino Entertainment Bundle. Here we get the performer's stage, this pinball machine, a shooting gallery, a boxing ring, the slot machine, and yes, this is the performer's stage. These are all things that give you buffs. It's not just fun things to put in your entertainment bundle, but all of these give you buffs. And as Triglide showed me in his camp the other day, there is a sequence in which you can do the machines, which give you even more buffs. So as soon as I learn what that sequence is, I will share it in a public post or something like that. More alien stuff. Alien Invaders Camp Bundle. We get alien themed furniture, which is very slick and futuristic. If this is your type of deal, go for it. For me, it's a little bit too slick. I will not be getting this. I like rustic and weathered things. However, this looks like it comes with a catwalk. If you don't own a catwalk at all, I would absolutely get this or the catwalks individually if that's offered. But any chance that you get to purchase catwalks, invest into that above all, because catwalks make your building life so much easier. Me, I already own a bunch of catwalks, so I will not be getting this bundle. Down Home Comfort. Now that's my style. Very rustic, old weathered wood. These are my all-time favorite chairs. You see me reclining in one of these chairs all the time. They are incredible. I own this bed, I own this lamp, I own this bear. Actually, I own everything in this bundle already. This is right up my alley. I highly recommend it to anyone who likes rustic things. See, this was down Free States Defense Bundle. Free States Defense Bundle, just as advertised. We get a whole bunch of defenses. This is more for the mildly insecure vault dweller among us. Not the cute and cozy bundle, but a lot of paint here, not a lot of actual camp building stuff or weapon stuff, but a lot of paints. Those guys are running raids. If you hear them randomly giving each other dying instructions, it's because they're running raids.
It's because we care.
Future
Hey, you
Tech.
die!
Future Tech World Globe bundle. This is the globe that spins, I believe. We have the Mars globe, the alien hologram globe that also spins, and then this very cute and very rustic globe of the Earth that I think you can walk up to it and spin it. It's quite cool. And the rest of it, I would say, is absolute garbage. It has a globe, and they threw in some random stuff to go with it and called it a bundle.
No, we don't. We don't say that anymore. We say it's a different flavor of lame.
It's a different flavor of lame.
That's right.
Very different and very heavy on the lame. Fortunately, we have many bundles today. City of Steel bundle. Wow, that is cool. That is cool. This is the Pittsburgh Palace, I think.
Yeah.
If that whole thing is a prefab, that's amazing. Woohoo!
It is. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Triglide.
Triglide shared the instructions for the buff machines. Thank you so much. Alrighty, that's incredible. I may have to get that. That prefab looks freaking fantastic. And you get street flare, you get the hydrant and the light. I am digging this for the prefab. And if the whole bundle is $720, like our prefabs are usually $700. So this is good. Good. A good flavor, a very, very mild flavor of lame. Hardly any lame, much cool. Encampment Fortress bundle. Again, more defenses. I bought this yesterday on Xbox. I ran a whole bunch of those lifetime challenges so that I get enough atoms to buy one thing in the Atomic Shop. I just joined Xbox like 3 days ago. A brand new character straight out of the vault. Super special thanks to Triglide for spending an entire day with me leveling me up. I'm now level 70. But I was very poor. He gave me a lot of plans, but I was very house poor. So I wasn't really able to build anything. And I ran all those challenges like collect 76 wood, boil water, kill every type of insect. And I got 400 atoms, 500 atoms so that I could buy a single prefab. And I bought this. If you guys want me to show it to you, I can show it on my Xbox account. I am decorating this to be my poor man's camp because I have like 2 workbenches and that's it, and a bed. I am very pleased with it. It's a super cool prefab, surprisingly spacious. Those of us who like decorating train cars, it's very much like that. It does have some dead space behind those fenced walls, and I know that some people are a little sore about it. Like, you can merge things into them, though. Like, if you really want to put things on shelves behind that fence, merging is possible, as always. Like, we can merge anything with anything in this game, pretty much. But by itself, no, you can't interact with them. They act as solid walls. Still, I found this prefab to be incredibly fun to work with, and it works super well with terrain. I had no complaints about it. I put it on a pretty steep hill, on a pretty steep hill, and it looks great. It's not hovering or anything. It just merges super sweetly with the terrain. Big Game Hunter bundle. Again, more stuff that's up my alley. Rustic, hunter-like. We get the sheep squench mounted head. I own this cooking station. Big fan of it. It's my new favorite cooking station. Don't own that yet, but it looks super cute. Some more furniture. That's kind of cool. The sheep squench head again on the wall for perspective, and look how huge it is. In the first photo, you can't really see Geezer Dude. Woohoo! Thank you.
Thank you, Geezer Dude. All right, we're having a hang on.
Wait.
We're having a guardian problem here. Oops, I just died. So we're having a guardian problem. Usually, if you die, we can get him to come back from being invisible, but he's been invisible 3 times in a row. So all you guys drop off my team, and I'll reset. Make sure you drop the mission. Thank you, Geezer Dude. Back to you, Noodle.
Framed Paintings Camp Bundle. One would expect framed paintings from this bundle, but indeed you get flags. Okay, once you get past the flag, past the flags, you get 3 framed paintings and then more junk. Don't fall for this flavor of lame. Framed paintings bundle did not get the thumbs up from me. Framed paintings bundle, Vault-Tec University paint. Let's see, where's that? Vault-Tec paints. Okay, so these 3, I'm just gonna scrub through quickly. We get some power armor paints. Not much to say here, but I do have to show them. You guys can go back and decide which power armor paints you want. And then we have some individual items. The Wasteland, the Wasteland Wealth Exchange prefab, which is quite cool. I love all the work that they did on the front of it with the lettering. It's just so attractive to me. You can put this in any kind of a Western town and it's gonna look super immersive. I may get this as well. It looks like I'll be buying some atoms after I do this review because there are quite a few things that I want here today. What the Fasnacht is that? The rustic watermill?
I've seen that in people's camps. That thing is super cool. I'm totally gonna buy that.
It's
a power generator that you put in water.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's like a post-apocalyptic paddle wheel.
Yeah, I am
Venice, get off my team.
totally getting atoms after this. I want it all. I have this tree, love this tree. Yes?
Triglide, a message went by that you missed. Triglide has a set of ultrasight armor for you.
Oh, thank you! Sap collector tree, a must for any camp, highly recommended. Nuka-Cola metal stairs are on sale today at half off. Honestly, I think that's their regular price and they're just pretending that it's half off. We're gonna let that one slide. The Vines set is available as a
Now,
standalone.
50% off of 200% for you. Special deal, buy now, haha.
Exactly. I think stairs are always $250 and they're like, it was totally $500 before. Vine set is a must. I just recently got my vine set and I'm putting vines on everything. Beware though, naturally these vines snap only to the walls that we set up as when we build a camp from scratch. They don't snap to pre-existing structures. They don't snap to structures that we take over in the wasteland. It is possible to merge them if you are a super crazy merger. I am not. I only do basic merges. I have not figured out how to attach these vines to my pre-existing structures yet. So I can only snap them to the regular walls. Holy cow! Woohoo!
Woohoo! Oh, wow, Triglide.
I am going shopping. And it's pink too. I got a pink super chat.
Aww.
Oh,
And
thank you, Dan.
Thank
Woohoo!
you.
You guys are amazing. Oh, wow. Check out this wallpaper. This will be great for like a carnival or circus camp, I think, more than for a communist camp. Like, this screams carnival to me, not communist. For some reason. I don't know. Being communist
I don't know, when
China,
I look at
they
that, I
had...
see communist. Maybe.
Really?
Yeah,
I
that's
see, like,
definitely,
circus.
Oh, that's because you're thinking Russia communist, whereas in the game it's really more China communist.
China
and
communist.
That screams,
that's right.
That's China communist. I dated a girl named China once, and every time I hear derogatory statements about China, I just laugh.
All right, we got some free
China
stuff.
launched missiles at somebody. I'm like, that bitch.
That bitch. We get the Red Rocket Mini Mart for anyone who loves the Red Rocket theme or anything red and shiny. And it's big, it's red, it's art. I think it's quite cool. It's definitely a mini mart that stands out. People will have no problem finding this thing. So for that reason, it's quite cool. We get the comic book bundle for those of you who love Grognak. We love Grognak.
Who
and his
doesn't
lips.
love Grognak? Yeah, Harry Hamlin.
Grognak. So all things comic books for those of you who are comic book nerds. And finally, last but not least, we have the Triumph Terrace kit. I am confused because this is not a terrace, this is just a building kit. In fact, this is the same building kit as the modern building kit, but it comes in red instead of blue. What the?
So I bet somebody who knows the lore can probably tell us exactly what Triumph Terrace refers to and why this is relevant. But we're
this
plebes.
For Fallout.
We don't know.
Yeah, this is plebes. This is for Fallout First only, and this, I kid you not, is literally the modern building kit, but instead of blue, it's red. So there you go. Alrighty,
go.
I'm gonna go
In
change to, yes, that one is a reskin. I am going to go switch to my other character, buy a buttload of atoms, and we're gonna go shopping.
Well, okay, then in the short term, I can flip to me, but that means that I can't continue doing the very thing that I was just not doing. This world
did
looks
the
like
did the
shit.
game
It's just a
glitch on
shame.
you again? Aw.
No, actually, it's just yeah, I don't know. So hurry up and log in so we can switch back to your screen. Meanwhile, what will I do? I will show you my freezer, which is, oh no, I know what I can do.
Wait. Do you have
let's show the
atoms?
Fastnacht stuff.
Can you buy? Oh, okay. Let's do Fastnacht stuff, and then I'll go shopping.
And then we'll do this.
In the meantime, yeah. Okay. That sounds great. So much to
All right,
do
so
today.
as you know, Yes. This is me and Noodle talking over each other. Okay. So, as you know, Fastnacht just ended, and we are the king and queen of AFK. So I built a little website yesterday to show you our scores. I picked up a total of 253 masks. Noodle got 194, so that's the number of events that we were able to run over the course of 2 weeks. And considering that there's only 344 events in total, 253 out of 344, I was able to run 74% of the events. So that's not bad. But with the distribution of rewards, I should have gotten 13 rares. I should have gotten 60 commons, and I should have gotten 180 uncommons. And instead, my results were skewed towards uncommon. And this is relevant. We'll explain how this works in just a moment. I have another website, because what is this channel about? Science!
Science and math.
So Noodle got 194, but notice that she should have gotten 10 rares, 140 uncommons, and 46 commons. And once again, her results were skewed towards the uncommons, which are the largest part of the rewards spectrum. So our performance was very unlucky for common and rare, and lucky for uncommon. But what's interesting about this, I mean, I could show you, we actually can show you how many we got of everything, but I don't think it really matters. What rares did I get? I got some dupes. We got some dupes. We got lots of dupes and the other stuff. Anyway, this shows you our performance, and I will expand this for the next time to turn this into a community tracker so that you can use this to track your own stuff and look at how your performance is. Now, the other thing that I built, and sorry that it doesn't match the look and feel, I kind of rushed this through a couple of days ago. You can go to fastnacht.gameraviator.com, and in fact, I will post that in the chat.
I'll read it.
Fastnacht Gamer. Oh, okay. There you go. So yeah, you can go to fosnock.gameaviator.com and you can simulate rewards. Now in this, oh my God,
Oh my,
is that a
there's
jet
something
flying by again?
very loud flying overhead.
We live near an Air Force base, so periodically they run jets over our house. Within this, if you click on the help section, it's going to explain how the mask rewards work, and there's two ways that rewards can be calculated. We gotta wait for the plane to fly by.
He's so
There's two ways that
loud.
rewards can be calculated. One is a roll from the RNG that determines basically a score from 0 to 100 that determines where you land in the spectrum, common, uncommon, or rare. And then a second roll within there that determines what mask you get, where 1 to 5 is one mask, and 6 to 10 is another mask, and so on, according to the number of masks that are in that team.
They're saying, okay, this is sick.
The other way this can work is a single roll from 1 to 1,000, and that can determine the same thing. You could have, if there are, I forget how many masks there are total, but you basically divide 1,000 by however many masks there are, and that tells you that from like 1 to 14 is one mask, and 15 to 26 or whatever, evenly distributed. I chose the first way because what it allows is you can see for this mask that I got, the robot, my rarity roll was 64%, which put me in uncommon, and then the mask roll was 87%, which just picked which mask I got. The reward distribution is down here on the bottom, expected. For 10 rolls with perfect probability, you should get 2 commons, 7 uncommon, and 1 rare. But in my case, I got 2 commons and 8 uncommons. We have a scoring system that I just sort of arbitrarily put together because people aren't happy if they just get what they're supposed to get. They're happy if they get 100% rares. So commons actually have a lower score than rares, and duplicates reduce your score as well. So that's all explained in the reward satisfaction score if you expand it. And then back in the help section, it explains how to understand the UI, but there's also an entire section on how probability works, where there's a thing called a normal distribution, which we all know as the bell curve, and which basically means with a large enough sample set, all things tend to fall within 68% of the possibilities. So you have a 68% chance of landing within this range, so 23.5% on one side and 23.5% on the other. Right. 68, 31, divided by 2, actually 23% total. So 11.5% on one side or the other. You have a 95% chance of landing within the second standard deviation and a 99% chance of landing within the third standard deviation. If you remember from a moment ago when I showed, you can't see my cursor, but if you remember when I showed that Noodle and I were skewed towards uncommons, that's because uncommons are the middle section of this for the most part. So on a large enough sample set, you will find yourself landing in the uncommon range. And here you see the distribution of rewards within the spectrum. And then for the second roll, you can see that for rare masks, there are a lot of rare masks. So once you land in the rare tier, you have a 4% chance within that tier of getting any particular mask, or a 0.2% chance across all masks to get any particular. So people are saying, oh, I need a glowing jackalope. That's the one I'm holding out for. Your odds of getting a glowing jackalope are actually 1 out of 500, but there are only 344 events. Back to the satisfaction part. What I want to show, let me close the help section. What I want to show is if I just continue to roll 10 rewards, generally I'm going to be unhappy with the results. And that's because I'm not getting the rares that I want. But this is just how probability works. So we can continue to roll, and this is if you only ran 10 events. Now, if I change that to the number of events that I was actually able to roll, which I think was 253, right? Yeah, 253. The number of events that I attended, I'm still within the range of what's expected. I should have gotten 60 commons, and I did. I should have gotten 180 uncommons, and I did. And I got one extra and I got one fewer rare. But this is within an acceptable margin of error. And you can continue to roll this. And here, okay, so I'm reasonably happy. Here I got more rares, and that's why I'm happy. What I want you to use this for is to recognize that pretty much all of the time, even if you ran every single event, you're gonna land somewhere around 50 in happiness most of the time. Occasionally, you'll get something in the 30s. Occasionally, you'll get something in the 60s. And here, the 60s were because I don't know why, because I got more rares, but I got more commons. I would not think that that would make me very happy. So it's probably I got fewer duplicates. And of course, you can expand this to explain how the scoring helped. The only way to get the masks that you want is to run the event as many times as possible. If you can only run the event once, then you are almost always going to be unhappy.
And actually, this goes very well with our poll. You guys can hear me, right? I turned my mic off for a second.
Yeah, no, they can hear you.
I am back. We have a poll happening in the live chat right now, which is asking, how did Fastnacht treat you this year? With the options being, great, made out like a bandit, okay, can't complain, and super lame, never again. And out of 400 people that voted, 40% are saying, So that sounds like it supports our math here.
Yep. We had a lot of yes AFK, no AFK, and we actually saw, as Noodle published in her video, we saw that a large portion of the respondents had switched from to hell with AFK to, yeah, I'm gonna AFK. And it's because they have such a low chance of getting the rare masks that they actually want. And I wanna also throw out there for all of you that when Noodle and I AFK, we mostly do it so that we can generate data, so that we can come back to you guys and show you how this works, so that you understand what your odds are and can hopefully. Remember a couple of weeks ago I talked about managing your emotions, how your expectation when factored against your perception is what determines your emotional response. If you expect good and you get bad, if you expect good and you perceive bad, then you will have a negative response. If you expect bad and you perceive good, you will have a positive response. The difference between those two determines the intensity of the emotional response. If you can understand that pretty much 100% of the time, you're gonna get mediocre responses, then you'll be less disappointed when you get a mediocre response. And you will be happier when you get something that scores higher for whatever reason. Now, what we do with our masks, honestly, I'm at max caps. Oh! Triglide,
thank you, Triglide.
I'm at max caps. I don't have masks on display. So the glowing masks, in fact, all of the masks that we get just go into our vendor for 10 caps because we don't care, but we're not going to donate them because of the vultures. But the glowing masks, if you are looking for a mask, come to our Discord and ask. And there are people who just have masks and are happy to give them to you. Some people are trading, but I've given away a glowing Bigfoot, a glowing Abe, Noodle's given away glowing unicorns, we have glowing Scorch Beast Queens. Yep. So if you want to collect them and wear them around, like, great. Come let us know. And if
keep in mind that the odds were the same for us, so we didn't get that many glowing masks. I think I had like 7 total. I have a glowing Minotaur left. If anyone wants it, come to my camp. I'll be happy to give it to you.
You got 5 rares, I got 10. And I've given most of mine away already.
Okay, I am logged in. Now, I bought Adams, and I think as I'm starting to shop, we can start busting some of those AFK myths.
You're back on your screen. What are some of the AFK myths that you saw go by in the comments? Let's just go through them.
Alrighty, we have 9 myths and a funny.
9 is a lot.
9 is a lot. and a funny, yes. It's not really a myth, but it's a funny thing that happens. A funny misconception that people have. Myth number
Pause
one.
for a second. Pause for a second. Can somebody who is in my world please go get me some smoked Mirelurk fillets, and I'll get them from you when I come back out. Continue.
Continues to joke. Myth number one. Pay attention, boys and girls. AFKers experience a different, specifically higher drop rate. The very act of AFKing makes it more likely for you to get a glowing mask.
True or false?
False. Way false. The very act of AFKing doesn't change anything for the game.
AFKing simply gives you more opportunities to get masks. The distribution of common to uncommon to rare is the same. So that AFKer who got 10 masks, let me just jump back over here. So I got 10 rares. I also got 196 uncommons and 47 commons. It's not like I got 10 rares and I ran the event 10 times. I ran the event 253 times and I got a huge steaming pile of poop. Over 10 rares.
Rat stack poop.
Sack poop.
Rat stack poop. Okay, I'm gonna buy this thing because it comes with a really cool prefab. And myth number two. Different players experience different drop rates. The game somehow favors some players over others, and that's just not fair. We see comments like, I saw someone run just 2 events and they got 2 glowing masks, and I ran several hundred events and I didn't get a glowing mask. Clearly, the game favors some players, and I don't know why. False, they're saying in the comments. False.
Oh crap, I forgot to get my shit. I forgot to get my
Okay, I'm
weapons
getting
actually
this
to
too
defeat the
because I
Guardian.
want this freezer with fridge with the bloodstains on it.
Jump back to the browser really quick. The Fosnock Rewards Simulator will show you, let's just pick 25, right? So if you run this, let's imagine that you have all 24 people on a server at Fosnock. And so you run this 24 times and you keep track of what people got. You see somebody got 3 rares here, but earlier somebody got none. But if you look at the total number of masks that everybody got, everybody is pretty much going to be within, so 68% of the people on the server, so that's 24 times 0.68, so 16 of the people are going to be around 50. And then there will be a smaller number, so 5%, 24 times, so basically one person will have a high score and one person will have a low score, and it'll just be distributed evenly. It's
Teaser Dude says it depends on whether or not I have my lucky socks on or not.
It absolutely does. It is completely random. And that's how randomness works. Sometimes, like, it was cool. When I first built this, I was clicking and I was like, for a day or an afternoon, I was getting all high 60s. And then I came back later in the evening and I was getting all 30s. It's just how randomness works, but over a long enough sample set, it will even out to that bell curve that you see here.
We live in Vegas. We were comparing this to gambling. You know, sometimes you're playing blackjack or something and the table is genuinely, like, the table can get hot or the table can get cold. Why does that happen? And we see it happen. Like, it's really, it exists. Like, round after round after round, just good luck for everyone at the table. When that happens, they change dealers to break the luck. But it's legit, it comes in waves, and then the table goes cold. Okay, I'm gonna buy this as well because I want all of these bones. Our next myth number 3. AFKing causes server lag, and our constant crashes are the fault of AFKers. True or false?
That one I think cannot be determined. It's not directly related to AFKers. It's related to the number of people that are on the server, but it's also related to things like how many explosions there are. We've all been at eviction notice or something where somebody's just blowing mini nukes, or what's the other one? Moonlight Jamboree?
Moonlight Jamboree, yes. Jamboree.
My brain was like, nope, that's not. Moonshine Jamboree, Moonlight Cowboy.
Moonlight Cowboy,
Okay.
Moonshine Jamboree.
Yeah. Or somebody's popping off mini nukes and it causes your game to blow up because the game can't handle processing that much information. Sometimes at Fastnacht in general, even if nobody is in general, grinding the Guardian. In general, okay, I can't talk and play at the same time. Is that what I was saying? Moonshine Jamboree in general. Yes, in general at Fastnacht there is a much higher amount of server lagging. You can see this if you jetpack and you just keep on flying into the air. It has nothing to do with people AFKing, it just has to do with people being on the server and all in one location and all running the event and so on.
Okay, before we go to the next myth, check out these really cool things. The Bone Throne. How awesome is that?
Nice.
And look at all of these bony bastards. I love them. These are amazing. And then this shelf display, that's also extremely cool. I got 2 prefabs in my buys, but this location is kind of busy already. And it's my main camp, so I can't move things around. Also, this building exists in real life. Like, it's on the map. I can't move it. I just took it over and built out around it a little bit. So I'm going to activate one of my other camps that is an empty camp slot. And we'll go there and deploy some of these prefabs. Look at them. Camp Noodle, where's that? Oh, that's a horrible location for prefabs. Nothing ever sticks there. Let's see what else I have. New camp, how about that?
JD says, come sit on my bone throne is something Oscap would say to you. Yes. In fact, it is.
Come sit on my bone throne. Okay, it's gonna take a minute to... Look, this is what my camp looks like when not actually there. This is the prefab. I mean, not the prefab, but the pre-existing structure on the map. Pretty crazy, right? Look, none of the back porch area. This is where we filmed our intro. And it's pretty crazy. And this is what it looks like inside. Here's my cockroach.
Noodle is the queen of turning prefabs into useful structures.
Yeah, look at that.
Queen of turning regular structures into beautiful camps.
Right, it's really easy to call them prefabs. Yeah, it's pretty dull. Alrighty, myth number 4.
Oh. Hold on, David Ginn just called out everybody by pointing out that there are 244 people watching and there are only 98 likes on the stream. Hit the like button, people.
Yeah, thank you for pointing that out. Okay, let's see what I got here. We're looking for a camp slot where I can actually show you some of the prefabs. AFK myth number 4. Only the glowing masks are rare.
That's super false.
That is super false indeed. A lot of people are saying I didn't get any rare masks, I don't have any glowings. But in fact, a lot of the people who say that have gotten rare masks, they just don't consider them rare. But these titles, they're not just given out arbitrarily. Some masks are considered rare, and in that list are quite a few that are not glowing. Okay, has everyone seen this camp? Because I'm about to nuke it for the science. Okay, say goodbye to this one. I do these for videos.
Don't you have unused camp slots?
Yeah, but I want to use this one. Okay, it was nice.
Okay.
It was pretty. Bye-bye. Boom.
Well, while you're nuking your camp, let me just jump back over here to the browser and show you that in response to what Noodle just said, like, this is how many rare masks there are. A little while ago, Bethesda started kind of being cheap by taking a mask like a honeybee or a mini minotaur or an alien or a Bigfoot.
Sure.
And just creating a second set of paint for it and calling it glowing. And you've probably noticed that, like, when they first did it, the masks actually glowed. But things like the glowing Veggie Man or the glowing Abe, it's just more highly saturated paint.
Abe
and that allows them to put out two masks,
identical.
basically for the price of one. Yeah. But before that, like, we have lots of other masks out here. The Loon, the Raven, the Buffoon, the Deathclaw, one of my favorites, the Brahmin that you see Noodle wear, Crazy Guy, Fiend. All of these are rare. So just because you didn't get a glowing mask, that only represents 3, 6, 9, 12, 14 of the otherwise 25 masks in the rare category.
We had, during this stream, several people join as members of the tier Scorched. If that's you, please contact me directly on Discord, and we'll talk about putting you into one of Tommy's stories in the future. Here it is. No! Workshop budget has been exceeded. Okay, as I delete all of these stored items, we'll give you another myth. You can see what I have to deal with all of my camps. Myth number 5. Actually walking the parade increases your chances of getting a glowing mask. True or false?
False. It is entirely random. At the end of the event, a number is chosen, and whatever mask corresponds to that number is the mask that you get. And statistically, you're more likely to get uncommon masks, followed by common masks, followed by rare masks. But it is entirely random.
Alrighty.
Mr. Darkside is like, I wish, though. Yeah, I wish.
Yeah. But just because that's what we want, doesn't mean that that's how it works.
Let's explain pigeon logic, because we did that on the member stream, and we haven't done that on this stream. Well, it was Skinner, right? Who's the psychologist that did that?
Yes, it was Skinner.
Famous psychologist named Skinner did experiments with pigeons where they randomly gave them rewards and then watched as the pigeons developed superstitions about how to get a reward. So if the pigeon's like waiting for a reward and it like does a circle twice and then it just got a reward, then suddenly it believes that if it does a circle twice, it got a reward. So somebody walked the event and they got a rare mask. And maybe they walked the event twice and they got 2 rare masks. And maybe the one time that they ran the event, I don't know what that actually means, they got a common mask. So they have decided that one caused the other. And there's a logical fallacy where people mistake correlation and causation. Correlation simply means that 2 events happened at the same time. You walked the parade and you got a rare mask. Causation links the 2 events together. You got a rare mask because you walked the parade. Almost 100% of the time, unless you have a sample set of something like 1,000 runs where you walked the parade and 1,000 times you got a rare mask, you are dealing with correlation, not causation.
Correct. No, walking the parade will not change your odds in any way. Next up, we
Those
have.
of you who are in my world, I'm still working on getting the thing back. So just hang out.
AFK myth number 6. When AFKers get rewarded glowing masks, those glowing masks are actually taken away from the people who ran the event. We could have gotten them, but they went to the AFKers. No fair.
Nope. There's not like a pool of masks that are assigned. Every single person gets their own random role, and it's theoretically possible that every single person who ran an event can get a glowing mask or a rare mask. It's theoretically possible that every single person who ran the event can get the exact same mask. The odds of it happening are very low, but in the universe of random possibilities, it is a possibility. Just don't see it very often. You also don't, unless you are able at the end of the event to inventory and interview every single person and find out what mask they got, and then do that across a sample set of 1,000 Fastnacht runs, you have zero ability to determine that one thing was influenced by another.
That is true. And that leads us to the funny before we move on to AFK myth number 7. The funny. AFKers all wear glowing masks, and that's just rubbing it in. They are so rude by flaunting their wealth while we do the hard work and walk the parade. This wasn't just one person who said that. There were so many comments like that on my video. That I had to put it into my list, and that made me laugh, but it also made me a little sad that people actually feel that way. And it made me realize that I too was wearing a glowing mask while AFKing, but I can tell you 100% that when I put on my glowing mask, the furthest thing from my mind was how am I going to flaunt my wealth and upset the hardworking people of Fastnacht.
Everybody who gets a rare mask wears the rare mask. Period. At the end, it's not. It's nobody's flaunting anything. And honestly, the people who are AFKing are AFK. They are away from the keyboard. They don't even know that you exist.
Exactly.
Everybody, join my team. Drop the mission. Join my team. I've got the button.
Yeah, your flaunting masks was a little sad. Okay, this is the prefab that I got. It's not new. A lot of people have this, but it's new to me, and it is available in the shop today in that bundle, and I think it's really badass. I'm going to totally build a camp around this. Mayhaps that camp that I promised Triglide with all the skulls and bones and fire and everything, like a proper raider camp. I think I'm going to do it with this prefab.
Let me talk a little bit about psychology again. Remember what I said earlier about emotional response. Your expectation or preference when compared to your perception. The difference between those is what determines... Apropos just got T65 plans from Minerva. Congratulations.
Oh, wow,
apropos.
nice.
So the difference between your expectation or preference determines the intensity and direction of your emotional response. You ran the event, you wanted a rare mask. You got a beret, which is actually uncommon. So let's say you got, an owl. You got an owl, which is a common mask. So you expected a rare, you got a common, you are unhappy. It is difficult for the mind to accept randomness. It is difficult for the mind to accept that, we have no control over so many things in our life. And one of the ways that the mind deals with that difficulty is to create answers that make it easier to grasp. Oh, it's not random. I'm not subject to the random will and whim of the universe. It's because that person over there did something. So now I can be mad at that person because if it wasn't them, if they hadn't done it, then I would have had something. And now suddenly everything collapses from being totally outside of your control to totally within your control, if only one thing that you wish you could have controlled. If I could have found that person at their house and unplugged their PlayStation, then I would have gotten a rare mask. Thanks, JD. So the brain does that as a defense mechanism. And if you recognize that that's what's happening, then you can eliminate it by just recognizing you don't have any control over any of this stuff. And the best thing that you can do is just keep running events and hope for the best, because that's really all you're going to get.
Way cool. AFK myth number 7. Having done many Fastnachts in the past decreases your odds of getting a glowing mask.
Oh man, so that is that is something that we all wish. Hang on, did I already eat my tasty squirrel stew? I did. Didn't eat my awesome possum bacon. How long is that stew?
Why is it always
tasty
nighttime?
Squirrel stew is good for 12 minutes. Okay, let me grab another one. It would be really nice if the game was designed where if you already have a mask, then you don't get that mask again until you have all masks, and then you start getting dupes. But that's not the way they did it. And so...
Yeah, and they are probably not going to change it. I think what I predict is eventually they will see that the event isn't as popular as it used to be, and they will actually take off some of the older masks from the list completely and put them in an atomic shop. That's something that they can do very easily without reprogramming the whole damn thing.
And it's possible that they don't want to do that because of the laws of scarcity. As soon as they take a mask out, then suddenly it becomes unavailable and its value goes up. And they try not to encourage people to participate in a secondary market. I see Wolfman's already in the spot. Okay, cool. In that case, I'll just hang out on the button and you guys do your thing. Just Wolfman, try not to die.
Okay, I bought another thing.
We want our objective here. We want to help you guys enjoy the game more. Nobody wants to play a game that makes them feel like shit. And
right.
But the feeling like crap, the feelings are entirely within your control. It comes down to your understanding of how the game works. And if we can help you understand, all right, y'all look like you're ready. If we can help you understand, alter your expectation or your preference, then we can reduce the severity of your negative emotional responses. And you'll have a better time playing the game.
Very true. Is it still nighttime? I may have to move that other prefab in order to demonstrate this one. I just bought this thing. I am surprisingly attracted to it. I think it's so cool. I think it's the text. Like all the lettering makes it very real somehow. Like the stickers on the window. Maybe it's because of this. It's like, it's Plaza Gallery. It's like the place where I used to work. We buy gold, any condition. That's it. Yeah, it's Plaza Gallery. Okay, we're almost at the bottom of our myth list. At number 8, we have the event is impossible to complete because of all the AFKers. You can't solo it.
Oh, shit. Sorry, JD. Sorry, my bad.
There's definitely, oh, it has like a little back room here. That's awesome. That's where you can put your vault, your safe, lock this back door. This is exactly the gallery where I used to work. I just have to fill it with tons and tons stuff, like my antique shop. And then I will make for you in this house place of my work. It's amazing. So yes, I agree. It is mostly false. Oh, this probably lights up if we actually connect it to power. Let's see what happens. Love all this.
Animation Agami is complaining about the vendor Marie at the White Spring. I don't know which one that is.
Marie, is that the
I don't like
Coca-Cola
Bubbles.
One? Oh, Bubbles.
No, that's
is
Bubbles.
The
That's the Nuka-Cola chica. Yeah, I don't really like her. I don't like any of the Miss Nannies.
Okay, that's better. Now this does have the ginormous base, so we do kind of have to deal with that. Wonder if we can
Kitty, I'm gonna give you a
attach
chassis.
stairs to this thing. Generally, if you are anything above level 20 and have a single pew-pew, you can solo Fastnacht. And I did. I created my character on Xbox just a few days ago. I am brand new out of the vault. Triglide and I ran Fastnacht together with him being a big player and me being a tiny player, so it was just 2 people. We ran the event and like we were just messing around and talking. We got carried away just chatting about something and didn't realize that we didn't even kill all the super mutants. The super mutants were there killing our robots. We delivered just one robot at the end because we just didn't even care about the event. And the super mutants were still there, and we're like, oh crap, we didn't even finish killing them. It was really laid back. I had practically no weapons, just my fists and a bad attitude. And we completed the event, no problem. I've completed several Fastnachts since then on Xbox. And every time that I hear someone say, I came to a world and I was the only one there, everyone else was AFK, I find that very difficult to believe. Because in all the times that I've run Fastnacht this season and the previous ones, that has never happened to me. And I've server hopped and on Xbox and on PlayStation. For you to be the only person there and you're not in a private world, woohoo! Very, very unlikely. Woohoo! Oh, we stepped on each other.
Tracklight says, always use the sunshine weather station to keep it in daylight while you build a camp.
I don't have that one. I have a clear weather station. I don't have sunshine. That would be cool. It's been nighttime.
There was a sunshine only one. I mean, I know the clear one, but a sunshine only one.
That would be very cool. It looks like you cannot attach stairs to it. Don't snap, so this is what you get. Not really super friendly for slope building. So it's interesting. I like the look of it. I'll definitely make something cool with it. With that building that I told you about, my old work building. But for now, I will be playing with this thing and make a raider camp out of it because it's kind of
There we go, boys.
Amazing. Yeah, it's gonna be that.
Okay, so this time I will wait until both of you are out of your power armor before I press the button again.
I like it kind of nestled in a tree like this. Yeah, definitely loving this. Okay, this brings us to our 9th and final AFK myth. And that is, Bethesda can easily solve the AFK problem simply by rewarding masks only to people who walked.
They could. Bethesda could also make a game with no bugs. Bethesda could do a lot of things. Oh, I'm sorry, was that too snarky? That must be the hunger talking. For those of you who've joined late, I am on day 2 of a 4-day fast. I haven't eaten anything in over 40 hours. So my responses are interesting. Anyway, yeah, Bethesda could do all sorts of things. The problem is that for a single event, they're not going to reprogram a significant portion of the code that is also likely to introduce more bugs.
Yes, more bugs
so they're
is
just not gonna
definitely
do that.
something Bethesda doesn't need.
Ultimately, Bethesda doesn't care about AFKers and any of it. They just want people to play the game, because the more people play the game, the more opportunity they have to sell you atoms, to get you to buy stuff, and that's really all they care about.
Features, not bugs, features.
Sorry, features, that's right. If they could figure out a way to monetize, like make it impossible to AFK unless you paid for it or something like that, they might be willing to do that, except that then people would just not pay for it.
There were some interesting suggestions. This one made it on the myth list because of the word easily. And this was repeated so many times. Bethesda could easily solve this problem just by waving a magic wand and saying, you walked, you get a mask. You didn't walk, you don't get a mask. But it's not that easy. Programming this stuff is actually complicated, and server load is complicated to balance as well. So for them to know if you walked, what if you showed up at the event 2 seconds before it finished? You didn't actually walk it. How do they determine that? Do you have to walk a certain portion of the parade? Do you actually have to walk? Some people just stand on one rooftop, and from that one rooftop, they cremate everyone with their cremator. It's not that simple. Or any kind of activity, well, that's how AFK works. It's by faking activity. The person who is AFKing is tricking the game into thinking that they're active. So in that sense, the game does reward everyone who's active in the event. They just can't discriminate on how active you are. Like, are you actually contributing to the event? That's the fine line. Like, you can't make a program that determines your level of honesty. Buying this too, because it has a different shower that I don't have yet.
I just was wondering if maybe they'll make it possible to nuke the event again after seeing how people responded to it this time. It's an interesting question. Hey guys, I'm going to hit it with the plasma or the Tesla cannon as well, so he's going to come up faster.
Are you able to share what's happening on your screen, or is it secret?
I can share it.
Okay, because I am done showing stuff. We can switch to you.
Alert. Unauthorized personnel detected. Activating defense system.
Well, we will continue to talk about things, and we are interested in, and we'll talk about, we've got at least 12 more minutes of the stream. The stream's supposed to be 2 hours. So we're in the last part where we talk about stuff while we just continue to run raids.
So will they bring the nuking back? I suspect that they will not. I think that bringing the nuke back is going to be very obviously, we brought this back so that you can nuke the AFKers. And that's just not something that I see them openly doing. It's still freaking nighttime here. Jesus. Is that even possible? It's like Dark City. Fortunately, we're on your screen. Okay. So I think it will be perceived as an act of aggression if they bring it back. It's the only reason that people nuke the Helvetia area is during Fastnacht to kill the AFKers. So if Bethesda brings it back, they're openly saying, yeah, go ahead and harass other players in the game, and I just don't see them doing that. And like Oscap said, I don't think they care enough to help either camp, the AFKers or the non-AFKers. What they're looking for is active people in the event, and as long as the event brings about players, then the game is doing what it's supposed to do. Then the game is actually productive.
It's all Bethesda wants. Bethesda just wants people to play the game. The longer, it's like a casino. The casino knows the longer you sit at a table, the more likely you are to lose your money. And Bethesda's the same. The longer you play the game, the more likely you are to buy atoms. That's all that this is about. 100%. Everything is about getting you to spend money for Fallout first, or to spend atoms in the atomic shop. Buy atoms and spend them in the atomic shop.
And there is no rotation. I saw several comments go by just now being like, well, you already got a glowing mask. That's it. You've exceeded your odds. You're back at the bottom of the rotation. There is no rotation. If there was rotation, that would be better. If there was rotation,
totally
then then they could take out things like the 300 owl masks that you get in a single season of Fastnacht. It's absolutely random. It's not per person.
So
there is no rotation.
by your argument, if I run one, like, okay, so let's just run this, and eventually I will get a rare. If I keep doing one event at a time, understand that, like, I have a, there we go, so we got a rare. So by your argument, I should never, then we got a second rare. I should have not gotten that 2 events later. I should have had to cycle through the other, however many masks there are, 47 or something like that, to get another rare. Now here, there's a third rare. So this is, like running Fastnacht a couple times a day for the entire event. I still managed to get 3 rares. That is exactly the same thing that happens when I tell it, do, whatever. Let's say you run it 1 time a day for all 14 days. This did 14 consecutive rolls, each 100% random. Each one has exactly the same chance of getting any particular mask. And in this case, we got 2 rares. No event is connected to any other event. Every single one is random. Oh, sorry guys, I was about to start it, but I hear somebody getting into their armor.
100%, 100%. They should just get rid of the damp array. They should. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why it's valued higher than masks, and it's actually classified as a mask. It's not headwear, it's mask in your inventory, which is really stupid. The beret was the first reward that I ever got for my very first Fastnacht ever, and I was super disappointed. Beret's there to make you mad. Yeah, I don't know why it's there. Everyone hates it. Like, everyone hates it. Some people, I have seen people wear it. It's not that everyone hates the beret itself. Like, we do wear berets. We have other berets in the game. We have them as season rewards. They sometimes show up in the Atomic Shop. But they are an attractive piece of headwear. And they go with a lot of military outfits. And they look good on characters that are built that way. For some looks, they look really just the perfect headpiece for that outfit. What makes people mad is that it's being given as a reward pretending to be a mask. Like, you go to Fastnacht to get the big bobblehead, super silly mask, not a piece of headwear. So that's why everyone thinks that it's the yellow plaid. Plaid should never be yellow. Let's see how our poll is going. In the poll, the question was, how did Fastnacht treat you this year? And we now have almost 500 people who voted in it. And at number 1, we still have with 37%. Right behind it, at 30%, we have okay, can't complain, which is right in line with our mask rewards simulator. You get the kind of straight face, maybe a little bit on the sad side, but usually just like a neutral face emote of, I got some masks, can't complain. At 19%, 19 is a lot actually for this. At 19%, we have super lame, never again. So 19% of the 500 people who voted in this poll are quite mad at Fastnacht, and 14% only coming in last, very last. Great, I made out like a bandit.
If you look at the score, Noodle and I got 10 rare masks, but I didn't have to put in a significant amount of effort for it, so I'm not mad about that. Anyway, when I AFK,
got 5.
I actually... You got 5, which is 5 out of 10 is, I don't know, I'd be a little bit more cranky about that. But proportionally, Noodle also ran 60 fewer events than I did. So had she run the full amount, she might have gotten some additional masks out of it. When I AFK, I'm at my computer from 5 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, with the exception of eating when I am eating, lunch, sometimes at my desk, but always eating dinner with Noodle. We cook and eat dinner together. So I'm here, and I actually have the PlayStation up in a little side window, so I can catch when it crashes and stuff like that. But I'm sort of half AFK. I'm like watching it. And I agree with Noodle that every single time Fastnacht happens, I see lots of little icons running around and lots of people doing their thing.
Yeah.
It's still
very popular.
There's still people doing it, and 100% of the time, I got a mask.
Yep. The other topic that's coming up right now in the comments, and that I considered putting in the myth list, but I didn't, because it's not really a myth. It's just a point of view. But quite a few comments have gone by right now in the live chat about trading masks, getting masks as gifts, or selling masks. Some people feel very strongly against it, saying things like it's unethical to gift masks. What world do you live in? Like, play and gift and share. There's, like, if anything, it's unethical to hoard all the stuff that you get from the events, if you want to go that direction. But I don't think either way is ethical or not ethical. It's just a game. You can do with your stuff whatever you want. I gave out all but one of my glowing masks. If anyone wants that Minotaur, just let me know. I still have one. I am keeping my glowing jackalope because that's the one that I was after, and I didn't actually get it. Oscapt got it for me. So because it's a gift from Oscapt, I am keeping it until, a few years from now I get bored with it and I'll give it away to someone. But I am very much into jackalopes.
She paid me. I'm just not allowed to tell you how.
That's right. So the glowing jackalope I'm not giving out because, it's been paid for. But all my others,
JD,
glowing unicorns, honey beasts, that's all gone because somebody wanted it. They sent me a message saying, hey, do you have anything glowing? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Come on over, I'll give it to you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with sharing masks. I mean, we have the donation box at the event. And this year, I also saw in the comments just now, several people said, this year, the donation box was actually a lot more useful. And people, there were less vultures, there were fewer vultures, though they're still around. But there were quite a few people putting good masks in the donation box. A few of our channel members right now in the live chat are saying, I got my glowing mask from the donation box, and not because they had to vulture for it. They just walked over minutes after the event, and there it was, just sitting there. So I think it's actually starting to work. It's been around long enough that people figured it out, and everyone has so many dupes of the masks that they're actually starting to give them out. And also, reliably we get stuff that we don't want. I don't need 16 owls. So I am happy to drop them all in a little bag on the street or put them in a donation box or put them in my vending machine. We have all these methods of trading and gifting in the game for that purpose, so that people can trade and gift. There's absolutely nothing unethical about it.
Tragglite said, how else are you supposed to help lower level characters? And that's true.
Exactly.
Just prior to the stream this morning, there's somebody who joined our Discord server. He may even be watching as well because he didn't even know we live streamed. He found us from one of our AFK videos, and he was level 34. And I had an hour before the stream, and when we finished, he was level 86, I think, level 81, something like that. And I was trying to get him to 100. I just ran out of time.
And right now,
that the community does, but it's important. It's important to help. We all started out, and you forget that when you start the game, it's hard. And we all had some high-level player who dropped 1,000 stim packs on us, and we were like, oh my God, that was so amazing. Be that person to somebody else.
Absolutely, and especially now with season 20 coming, with the Ghoul update, some people may say the counter argument to this is, well, we should actually play the game. Why level someone up from 20 to 100 and take away the grind, take away the actual hard work that you have to put in? But for a lot of us, this is our second, third, fifth character. We don't want to run the Duchess missions for 3 weeks. We've done all that.
No.
There's nothing honorable about wasting a month of your life getting to level 50 so that you can play a Ghoul character, So to help people level up their alternative characters, their secondary characters, so that they can actually enjoy this new season and try out the ghoulification process, absolutely, yeah. If you can level someone up in a day, Trigglite leveled me up from 20 to 69 in an afternoon on Xbox.
And there are a number of, Trigglite helped me on Xbox. There were other people who helped me out on PC. And you get to the game is fun that much faster.
Exactly. Yeah, you want to play with the big guns, you want to go to raids, you want to build camps. I was struggling so much on Xbox the last couple of days, still am. Speaking of which, if anyone has plans, camp plans on Xbox, please share them with me. If you're willing. I don't have a floor mat. I don't have table lamps. I don't have really basic stuff for my camp to actually make something semi-attractive for me to carry on as an Xbox character. It's hard and it's not fun when you have one camp item. It's not fun at all. Someone said, who said this? Archangel Rising said, I got the ugliest mask, the glowing Veggie Man. A lot of people are after that mask. To a lot of us, that's actually a very attractive mask. So if you're willing to trade that, you should.
subject of trading, there are douchebag scammers out there who will steal your stuff.
Yes.
And the same way that you wouldn't go to a parking lot at night and meet with some dude in like a busted up 1976 Buick Skylark with, you know, a flat tire and be like, okay, I'm going to put my $400 on the ground, and then I would like it if you put your, whatever, the MacBook Pro that you're going to sell me, if you can put that on the ground, and then we'll be okay. Don't do that in the game.
That's right, be smart.
There's a subreddit called Market 76 where you can have a courier do the trade for you. And these are reputable people, and they will meet up and perform the trade with the other person. They're like an escrow service. And it's you can use them. Otherwise, trade with people that are reputable. There's a scammer list on the Market 76. You can look up people's names. If you come to our Discord server, we do have a trading post, and so far I haven't heard of anybody getting ripped off, but I'm actually thinking of raising the level at which, oops, let's see, hold on a second here. Raising the level at which people can post in the trading post so that at least you know that somebody's been on the server for a little while. And just be careful. Do the actual trade for zero caps. Doing here, body. Where's body? There it is. Can't multitask. So just be careful. There's enough information on the internet about how to trade safely that you don't need me lecturing you.
And then
The other
within
thing was
this
Mona said that
community,
there are
we're
a lot of
also...
aggressive traders.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. Mona said there are a lot of aggressive traders. There are people who will like just spam the I want to trade with you button. What you have to do is go into your social menu, and I'll show you this right now, find the person and just say block for session. And then just leave. And they can't follow you around the map. They can't be aggressive. Obviously, if they can see you, they can still harass you. But for the rest of the session, they won't see you on the world.
Yeah, you don't actually have to put up with them. But also we're, Anime Shinigami says the aviators are super fly. Very nice, very nice. You know, we have this small community that's forming around our channel, like names that you recognize: Triglide, Dan H, Anime Shinigami, Biohazard Johnny. You know, all of these names that you recognize from the show, the people who actually are in the live chat all the time. The Great and Powerful Waz, Geezer Dude, Prisoner 105, like all of these names that you know you can trust. These people, they've been around for a while on our channel. A lot of them are channel members. You can see their names are in green. And pretty much everyone, like Oskap said, we haven't had any issues in our Discord community. So Malcolm, yes. If Malcolm, there are thousands of you, so I can't name everyone by name. I'm just calling out the latest names that I actually see on the screen here. But if I didn't name you, it doesn't mean you're shady.
JD, you're gonna die.
Sorry?
I thought JD was gonna die, but
okay.
He made it.
JD, yes, another reputable name. Like these are all established friends. You know, you can trust these people. If you have a question about anyone, you can also shoot us a private message and be like, "Do you actually know this person?" And we'll tell you yay or nay. Like you don't have to get scammed. Geezer Dude, I got shouted out. I am a somebody. Geezer Dude, we love you. Wolfman Jack, yes.
Reaching unsafe levels. Security bunker online. Take shelter.
All right. I think that's pretty much all we have. Do you have anything else that you want to show on your screen from the stuff that you bought and deployed?
I'm sitting here on my really cool chair, which is available in the Atomic Shop today, and waiting for you guys to show up and do our final photo.
You in my world?
I am.
Oh, well, that's exciting. Okay. Well, let's.
And I am in my.
Well, we can't.
In my regular
we can't
camp.
travel to you because we're.
Because you're all fat.
Because we're all fat. All right, hold on. We got to scrap and stash and stuff, and then we'll come to you.
Or I can come to you if
Let's
you guys
see.
want to do it in the Gleaming
You
Depth.
can't. The raid is.
the raid won't let me in.
Yeah, but we can. Hang on. Let's just.
Aww, you aren't just in his world, Noodle. You are his world. Aww, we do be
Truth.
cute. Truth. So, what are you guys gonna do for the next 2 weeks? Leveling up your alts? Building new camps?
Yeah, there's a good chance that farming the Guardian is not going to work after the update. So
Yeah.
that's pretty much where I'm going to spend all my time. Bringing up smaller characters, getting stuff, scrapping, trying to learn as much as I can, and stocking up on legendary mods and legendary modules.
Ah, Brittany says working on Ghoul alt as we speak. Very cool. Taking a break, I think. Fastnacht was kind of a burnout. Playing the story, okay. Skyline Valley. Spending some time building, cool. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a nice 2 weeks for us all to decompress, finish out the scoreboard.
Good Lord, I have a lot of.
PlayStation or Xbox for members stream tomorrow? Mike Travis is asking.
What are you on?
Let us know what you're on. Oh, and Waz, you had that great idea about the labels for Xbox or PlayStation. I am going to make that happen. I just haven't had the time to do that yet. But yeah, we're gonna put up like an actual label, like a little watermark on the screen so that you guys can tell right away if we're playing on Xbox or PlayStation. We both thought that was a great idea.
Apropos is asking about PC. I don't have the PC connected to the whole streaming network yet. Easiest way to do that would be like we have it with the PlayStations and set up a Mac Mini as the streaming control for it, because I only have a single monitor for it. I could also, I suppose, get a second monitor. Yeah, it's not currently wired up. Otherwise, that will also be an option. Still waiting for Mike Travis to tell us where he is, because wherever he is, that's where I'm going to go, since he asked.
Cool. Biohazard Johnny is asking, would it be better converting a bloodied character into a ghoul or use a full health alt? My understanding is that ghoulification is going to replace the bloodied build.
With the exception of radiation helping.
Yeah.
You guys are trading. That's adorable.
So
It's
if
like
you
don't
have
trust each other.
multiple, I think the question is, if you have multiple alts, which one do you sacrifice to the ghoulification process? The bloodied or the full health one? I would go with bloodied. How about you?
Yeah, it's going to be okay. I would go with bloodied, because if you don't stay as a ghoul, like ghoul behavior is going to be very much like bloodied behavior, with the exception of radiation. But otherwise, it's like bloodied. So the play style will be very similar. If for some reason you decide that you don't like being a ghoul and you scrap it, then it will be very easy to just turn that character back into a bloodied build, and without any issues.
No, you can't
that
be
it would be
bloodied.
difficult to
Rad's
turn it back
healed.
into a
That's
full
right,
health
but
build,
that's not what we meant. We meant is the ghoul character, the ghoul build is going to replace the bloodied build. So if you liked running as a bloody, you will probably like running as a ghoul.
Like running as a ghoul, yeah. So that way you don't have it. If you do the full health as a ghoul, then it will be kind of like having two bloodied characters. So that's why I suggest that you just sacrifice the bloodied, and that way you'll still have effectively a full health and a bloodied.
Yes, exactly.
Mike answer?
I'm new
Mike?
here. How do I join Discord?
Mike can do both. Oh.
The link to our Discord server is in every single video description. I'm going to post it here again.
Oh, no, Waz just did it. Okay, there you go. That works too.
Cool. Waz beat me to it. Cool. Thank you.
Waz is
But
on it.
the great and powerful Waz. In every single video description, in one of the top lines, we have the link to our Discord server. So just click on it and join. Easy peasy.
Say hi once you're there, and if you need help pulling up, then there are lots of people on every platform who will be happy to do that for you. Basically, under optimal circumstances, we can take somebody from level 20 to level 100 in about 2 hours, maybe less. The best time that we've been able to get on the Guardian was 19 seconds. Oh, and there we go.
Yes. Oh, did it crash? That means I'll crash too. I'm in your world.
I knew that was coming because I saw the world. It's okay. Let me see if I can get back in there.
Okay. Well, I'm still
We're
here.
on your screen now.
I don't know who that is next to me because I'm in camera mode, but he's very festive.
I think Waz is in your camp. I didn't see who else might be there.
Prisoner 105 says, I'd sacrifice full health before bloodied. Interesting. Tell us why. Yes, new members. Thank you, Geezer Dude. New members. Many of you have become members today, and many of you may not even know what that means. We have memberships on this channel. Membership is a paid subscription, and members get special content, additional content, behind the scenes content. You get more access to us on our member only streams. You get to see our faces. You get to see our dogs. You get to see our adventure videos. We have a whole vlog. You already have access to all of the member only videos. So if you became a member today, go and check it out. Go see what we do in the wasteland in real life. See my full build videos. Every time that I make a build for a 10 or 15 minute YouTube video on, for instance, this house, I have a video on how I took over this wasteland structure and turned it into a beautiful home. I have that video as a public YouTube 12-minute tutorial, but I also have the full 2 hours of the process that I share with the members. And that's true for every single camp build that I do. So you have all of that. If you were gifted a membership today, you will have access for a full month. There you are. Hello. Tomorrow and every Wednesday, we run a members only stream. After this show, I will set that up and I will post it in the members only community section so that you can add it to your calendar. And oh my God, everyone's hovering. You can add it to your calendar and we'll see you tomorrow. Do join the members only stream. We can't wait to meet you and say hello to you and do crazy things together.
105 says he would sacrifice full health over bloodied because of the bloodied weapons and the unyielding. Well, you don't have to get rid of those things. Just stick them in your stash box. And at that point, the difference between bloodied and not bloodied is a function of your perk cards, which you can just make a new loadout, and how much radiation you've eaten. And you can go to Monongah Power Plant and eat all the radiation you want in seconds. So there's no loss, which is why I compared it more to play style. Playing as a ghoul will be very similar to playing as bloodied. Therefore, I mean, full health build playstyle is slightly different from bloodied playstyle. And so if it was me, I would keep the full health and ghoulify the bloodied. But if it was me, and what I'll be doing is I have an entirely separate character. You can have 5 characters per account. So I have an entirely separate character that will be a ghoul. All right. This is it.
This is it. And I think we reached our goal today, even though in the actual goal section it said that we got 9 out of 50, but that's just for super chats. And we don't count only super chats, we count membership donations as well. We got many membership donations today, and some of the super chats were much higher than the suggested $5 member.
Triglide! Triglide! Well,
there
with
you go.
Triglides, hang on, let me times.
Foxtail, don't do that. We're not done yet, honey. Sorry, the dog decided
Okay, with
to celebrate.
Triglide's last super chat there of the last £5, that actually pushed us to exactly 2 times our goal target. So
Woohoo! Thank you.
We determine the goal based on the peak number of viewers on the live stream. So the more people we get watching the live stream, the higher that goal is going to go. We won't know what the peak was until the end, but that'll set the goal for Fire Dragon Garrett. Hello.
Thank you.
Wow. Thank you very much. At the end of the stream, that's so awesome.
With a hello.
Hello. With a hello. Cool. And Biohazard Johnny. Okay, we're just gonna sit here then, and like as long as you guys
totally.
Oh my God, Triglide.
Oh my gosh. Thank you guys.
Y'all are amazing. That's all we can say. You give us praise, but without all of you, what we do would be meaningless.
Yeah.
Thank you all for all of your attention, all the time you spend with us, all of the help that you have given to us, and for watching our content and being part of our family.
Yes, thank you so
Triglide.
much.
Biohazard, Fire Dragon, Triglide. Oh, I hear the dog in the background. He's getting excited as well. He's playing with his
He's going
toy.
because I'm all cheering and he's cheering as well with his toy. He's like, "Do." Thank you guys so
Well, on that
much.
note,
We love you.
Oh my gosh, Gobbler 92. You are welcome.
Now the
And
dog
Fire
is properly
Dragon, oh my
celebrating.
God.
Oh my god!
Well, remember that the Fastnacht simulator is up at fastnacht.gameraviator.com, so you can play with that. And eventually, I'll actually incorporate this. Now that we have a few things, now that we've got like the seasons tracker, which will update for season 20. Now that we have that information, that's basically the rest of our day. We've got the simulator, and I'll get the mask tracker up for people. In the future, I'll work on getting this built out as an actual site where you can go and track the various events.
Biohazard Johnny
And
says,
Geezer
please
Dude."
use the dog squeaker. Geezer Dude! Nice!
Geezer Dude! And Triglide!
Oh my god! Okay, this is for all of you guys.
Oh! That's the squeaker.
That's
We
the
can show
speaker
that
like,
on the member stream
please add
tomorrow.
it to the- Oh my god, the dogs are
Oh, I
attacking
hear
me!
him snarling. Yeah, I hear them in your mic. So
I have feral hounds attacking me. Mongrels.
On the member stream, Mongol dogs. On the member stream tomorrow, we will show you the various toys, because Foxtail uses different toys for different things.
And he
it's part
pays
of
for
his limited
things.
communication style. And he also pays
understands-
for things. So we'll tell you
he
more about that
understands
on the member stream
currency.
tomorrow.
Okay, before these
Yep.
mongrels eat me, I'm gonna go. That's him now. That's not me.
Well, thank you. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Oscapt.
And I'm Noodle Pants. And until next time.
Stay safe out there, vault dwellers.
In the heart of West Virginia, where the shadows creep and sway, lies a land of rusted dreams, where the brave dare not stray. Appalachia, oh, it's a treacherous ride, with dangers untold and nowhere